Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another game guide here. We're back in CSGO and we're on Overpass. So the point of this guide is that I'm going to show you 10 easy smokes. So by easy, I mean there's no jump throwing, there's no run throwing, there's no complicated lineups. It's just get in a corner, a couple of them you got to crouch, and then just a single left click to throw it at a target, and you'll smoke out an area on Overpass here. So we'll get into the first smoke. So we're coming along here on tracks. We're not lining up with the barrel, we're lining up with that little jut out of concrete. Straight up that line and just a few millimeters above it. And when we throw this, it'll bounce straight into Walkway and stop any CT line of sight coming down Walkway for you. Or if they're hiding down here in pit. So the next one, we're going to jump up onto this by Squeaky, and we're going to look right up at the Overpass, and we're going to throw it exactly onto the corner there. And then that will smoke out snipers or heaven, so you should have cover. Or if they have to push out past the smoke to shoot you, you have line of sight onto them. Next one, we're here on tracks. There's a little black indentation here, and that's what we're going to line up on the middle of. And then straight up here to this pillar on the side of it, and we will smoke out barrels, which also ruins line of sight from snipers if you're coming up into canal, and stops them from shooting you from barrels. Here we're in playground, we're looking up at the tree. Very hard to line this one up properly because the tree does move, but just give it a general estimation, throw that, and if you land it right, it'll pop straight into connector and block off any rotate through connector that the CTs are going to be trying, or the Ts if you're on the CT side and you've managed to push through. Here we're on long, we're looking at cafe at the menu. We've crouched down and we're going to line up with the top of the bank letters between the A and the N, uncrouching, and we're going to throw that, and that'll pop itself right into bank and stop off any A-site defense from the CTs here. Right next to that one, we're now on long, we're going to look at this door or this gate, and we're going to line it up right where the railing meets the B, and we're going to throw that one, and that's going to land just in front of the bank one and give us more cover if we're coming on to A site from long. Blocks off most of the views of long that the CTs could have. The final smoke of that set is here on shorts. We're lining up between the two symbols on top of the sign while crouched, and then we will uncrouch and throw that smoke. That'll land in truck, which should give you fairly full smoke coverage on A with just 3 smokes, so you can just rush on out and plant the bomb and you should be fairly secure. Moving to some CT smokes, jump up onto just the corner here of this dumpster, and then you want the far left part of the power pole. Throw that, it's going to bounce off the roof and right into Sandbag, and that'll stop any B push unless they're going to push through the smoke here for construction Sandbag, and it'll slow them down a little bit. Next we're in snipers, we're going to crouch, and we're going to stay crouched for the whole time we throw the smoke. You use the top of that building on the little jut, and then where the white meets the black on the overpass, and that'll pop itself right into pipe or other tunnel, and that should again slow them down a little bit if they're trying to push through. The last smoke, it's here in pit. We're coming over and we're lining up right where the paint meets the concrete, and we're throwing it halfway between each of those, lining up with the middle of the X, and when this lands it will pop and it will cover up monster tunnel here and stop a push from that side of B. So hopefully you've learned something from these 10 smokes. Hopefully I can produce these for some of the other maps to help out some of the newer players. There's nothing too complicated in here, but it can help you with doing simple smoke executes where you just throw your 3 smokes onto site and push out. And I'll see you in the next guide.